Anger, it's something we all feel. Whether it's someone cutting us off in traffic, a frustrating conversation at work, or just the general chaos of life, anger can hit us like a storm. And when it does, it can be hard to control. But here's the truth. If we don't learn how to deal with anger, it can control us. It can cause stress, damage relationships, and leave us with a ton of regret. So, in today's video, we're going to talk about the quickest way to deal with anger. Because let's face it, we don't have time to be angry all the time, right? First, let's acknowledge something important. Anger is a completely natural human emotion. We all feel it, and that's okay. In fact, Buddha himself recognized that anger is part of the human experience. But here's the kicker. While anger is natural, what we choose to do with that anger is entirely in our hands. If we allow anger to control us, things can spiral quickly. But if we take the right steps, we can manage it before it takes over our lives. So, how do we deal with it? How do we make sure that anger doesn't cause us trouble? Let's dive in. The first step might sound simple, but it's actually one of the most powerful tools for controlling anger. Acknowledge it. This means recognizing when you're angry before it takes control. How many times have you been in a situation where you're fuming, and you don't even realize what's happening until it's too late? You might be caught up in a rush of emotions, your thoughts are spiraling, and the next thing you know, you've said or done something you'll regret. So, the trick is to be mindful. When you feel that anger rising, take a step back and ask yourself, what am I thinking right now? What's going on in my mind? This question is your first line of defense. When you ask yourself this, you'll become aware of the anger before it gets out of hand. The key here is to recognize that your thoughts are in a negative space. Anger doesn't come from anywhere other than your own mind. Once you acknowledge it, you can deal with it. But that's not all. Next, let's talk about something that can help you calm down in the moment, your breath. This might sound simple, but slowing down your breathing is a game changer. When we get angry, our breathing gets short, rapid, and shallow. This signals to our body that we're about to go into fight or flight mode. And when you're in that mode, logic takes a back seat. So, to stop this reaction, we need to counteract it by slowing down our breaths. Here's what you do. Take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it for a second, and then breathe out slowly through your mouth. Do this a few times and you'll start to feel your body calm down. It's like pressing the reset button on your emotions. Deep breathing tells your body that you're not in danger and that it's okay to relax. It's a simple yet effective way to regain control of your emotions. When you're calm enough to think clearly, take a moment to reflect on why you're angry. Ask yourself, why am I so upset about this situation? Is it really worth all the energy you're giving it? This reflection helps you see that the anger isn't coming from the outside world. It's something you've created in your mind. Here's the secret. Anger doesn't exist outside of you. It's not caused by that person who cut you off in traffic or that coworker who made you mad. Anger only exists in your own mind. And this realization is liberating. Once you understand that, you're no longer a victim of your circumstances. Instead, you have the power to choose your response. And that's where the next step comes in. When you reflect on your anger, you'll recognize that you have a choice. You can either react with negativity or respond with positivity. In any situation, no matter how frustrating, you get to decide how you will react. You can lash out, scream, or yell, or you can choose to respond calmly and with patience. The choice is yours. The Buddha taught that anger does not cease by anger. Hatred does not cease by hatred. In other words, reacting with more anger only creates more anger. But love, kindness, patience, and compassion, these are the things that can transform the situation. So, when you're in the heat of the moment, remember that reacting with kindness is always the better option. It might not feel easy in the moment, but it will always lead to a better outcome. When you reflect before reacting, you give yourself the opportunity to choose a response that will bring peace rather than conflict. So, what does this all mean in practice? It means that while anger is natural, we don't have to let it control us. We can acknowledge it, slow down our breathing, reflect on our thoughts, and choose a positive response. When we practice patience, kindness, and mindfulness, we can transform our emotional reactions and create a peaceful, more balanced life. In conclusion, anger doesn't have to be a force that ruins your day or your life. By practicing mindfulness, slowing down your breath, and responding with patience and compassion, you'll be well on your way to mastering your emotions. Remember, It's okay to feel angry sometimes. It's how we choose to deal with it that matters. If you found this video meaningful, drop a comment below and share your experience. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might find this content useful. And as always, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.